This is Dr. Don Eddy with Terrible Schools. There are many reasons that the quality of public schools is just terrible.
They were just terrible.
Some would say that in this episode, there aren't a lot of reasons that I'm going to go into specifically, because I am focusing on my resurgence in doing this YouTube channel again. I will explain in detail some of the reasons that I will be starting this YouTube channel again, and it all begins with you all, and I want to really say thank you. I am tired of public education continuing to degrade. I'm tired of American school children not being able to understand basic concepts such as sentence construction when they're in high school. It saddens me when we have entire school districts still unable to improve the math and reading scores of entire swaths of the district, mostly affecting minority communities, which they so much say they care about. What I will say is that there are a few reasons that I have decided to come back, and one of those is the people themselves, you folks, the people who are concerned about public education. And even if we may disagree on the certain solutions that may be proposed, hopefully we can have a dialogue or some type of discussion which can move the conversation forward in a manner that can benefit all of our students in the United States of America. That being said, I would first of all like to read a few comments that I have not responded to, which are some of the reasons that I'm returning. Not so much just to banter or debate with those who leave comments, but rather to show an appreciation that over all this time that I have not made videos, for some reason you were still able to find my channel and to make an engagement. The first comment I would like to address that I have not previously responded is based on my video, School to Prison Pipeline Myths. I'm not sure if I'm going to mispronounce your name. I apologize ahead of time. His name appears to be Brian Weiner or Brian Weiner. His comment, the gross generalizations of this video discredits itself. Where is the research to support some of these ludicrous claims? The narrator grossly suggests minorities rely on heroes to succeed. Well, Brian, the first thing that I would like to ask of you is to describe specifically what gross generalizations are you discussing? What type of claims am I stating that you determine as ludicrous? So I'm interested in having this dialogue with you, and if you are still around, it would be nice to hear from you. Thanks for commenting, and looking forward to having dialogue in the future. The next two comments were to my video I made called How Schools Protect Bullies. The first comment, again, if I'm mispronouncing your name, I apologize. It looks like Ayla Lampang, who states, it's not just schools. American culture loves, values, and protects criminals in general. I will say that it does seem this way in a lot of circumstances, especially when you look at cities where crime is running rampant, like in San Francisco and New York. We have a problem where law enforcement are not able to enforce the law. We have situations where prosecutors are not willing to prosecute the law. And in general, it leaves a negative effect on society where people and businesses just don't feel safe. And when the upper echelon of society makes an exodus, as California is now seeing, then you won't have the capital or industry to continue to help your community to develop and grow. So thanks for commenting. Finally, I want to talk about Crazy Nerd in response to this video. Crazy Nerd says, "What I want to know is why schools protect bullies. It seems to be victim blaming bully protection, but how does this make any sense?" Schools protect bullies in a lot of ways. One of the ways that I believe schools protect bullies is if you look at the official FBI crime statistics, you can clearly see that there has been a substantial drop in juvenile crime. But what I would argue is that there is a lot of crime that happens in schools that is simply written off as a referral instead of referred to the police department. Teachers and students alike being assaulted, and a student will be suspended or maybe just sent to the office for the day and then return back to class the next day, just to unleash their reign of terror on others. So this is a way I would say that schools protect bullies. So again, thanks for your comment. I appreciate you. The last comment I would like to respond to is based off of the video I made, America Dies with Social Promotion. This is from Erica Green. "I believe your argument has a point, but your premises need some review. There is nothing wrong with rewards or what you call participation trophies. The issue is not going back and trying again. What exactly are we rushing these children into the world to do with no real skill? Some would say to become zombies. Perhaps, anywho, it's only 2 videos on the topic. However, there is a major problem with social promotion. Thank you for your video." What I would say in the terms of the participation trophies, why I believe that there is lots wrong with that philosophy, starting with the innate understanding that anything earned is something worth having. Anything that is given to you is taken for granted. If we just give out rewards to everyone, it doesn't necessarily just improve the self-esteem of the kid who would be on the lower tier, but it would dilute the merit of the kid who was at the top of that situation as well. So this is why I don't believe that participation trophies are actually effective. I believe in merit, even in terms of the general free market when it's concerning employment and jobs. You would like to think that if you outwork the others at your job, then you will eventually be promoted, versus someone who doesn't perform at quite the level as you do, who would be able to reap the same rewards and benefits. Again, I appreciate you making comments. Finally, the last thing I would like to say is there is a education video that I will be dissecting, and I suppose that will be the next time we talk. So thanks for listening. This is Dr. Don Eddy, and I'll leave you with this. Why is one child's right to an education more important than another child's right to safety?